'Cause I'm a rocket man, burning up my fuel up here alone. I am today a rocket man. If we take a look at this portfolio, what do they say about a blind squirrel? Well, every now and again they can find a nut as well. Let's write down our all-time high today, 2.108. Hello on 517. So 2 days ago, let's bring up the abacus. 2 days ago, we set a new all-time high of 20. Let's just use simple numbers, 2062. And then today we're at 2108. So let's do the math. 2062. So we're up $46,000 since setting the all-timer on a Wednesday. So if you see the number there, we're up $39,170 today. Very nice. If we go to 1 week, what are we doing for the week? $54,741. 1 month, $127,430. 3 months, $178,868. And so far, year to date, just under $190,000. So that's not too bad. So what has carried that? I think you know, if you've been watching over the last several weeks, maybe months, gold and silver, gold and silver, gold and silver. Looking at the big board over here on the trading view, they're just rocket shipping today. What does that mean, though, based on the trades that I've made? Let's look through what we have on the board. Expiring today is DocuSign at $62.50. So that's going to expire at full profit, but we may roll it because it's at a penny. And it is up 0.7% today, 60.32. Let's look at the numbers. Let's roll it out. Let's put some dollar bills on our pocket. 1 week out, if we rolled to the same, what was that? Were those 62.50? Yeah, 62.50. So next week does not offer a 62.50. I could roll the dice, take some chances here at the 80% probability of profit. It's a 24 delta, so it's a little bit high if you're trying to keep the shares. I am not trying to keep the shares on the old DocuSign, but let's look at what the math would be. So it'd be $320 on 62,000, right? 320. Do the math on the abacus. Yeah, let's bring the abacus back up. Sorry about that. So $320 divided by 62,000 divided by 7 days in the trade, multiplied by 365 to annualize the return. That's around a 27% return for 1 week. That's not bad. $320 in my pocket that I don't have now. But let's go out another week just to see what kind of math we're dealing with. 1 more week out, it puts the 62 at 67. Okay, so you click through here. We'd be at 660. All right, let's do that math. $660 divided by $62,000 divided by 14 days in the trade, annualize at 365, 27.7, and it's $660 in the pocket. So let's take a look. Low likelihood to fill at that number. What do we have to do to get it filled? Do we need to go to 0.65? Let's put that on the board. It probably won't fill right away, but let's just put it on the board and then see what happens. Roll it out 2 weeks. Oh, filled right up. What does that mean? Does that mean they know more than I do? Typically, that's what that means. Yeah, so let's just write it down. Give me one of those 18 scraps of papers you have lying around. Okay, thank you. DocuSign. We did 62 calls. Was it 10 contracts? I think I only have 1,000 shares. 10 contracts. The expiration is 5/31, and we collected, did we say 660? Or it was under that. Let's go and make sure, or let's find out. What did we just collect? Now, why would you sell it 12 cents under your cost basis? Well, because we've collected some nice premiums selling covered calls. I don't have any affinity towards DocuSign. It was I thought I was being smart buying DocuSign, knowing that two private equity firms were bidding on them, and then they both dropped off. Then the stock went downtown to Chinatown, but now it's clawing its way back up. So I'm good. So there's $650. I like that. I like that very much. Let's go back to the big board. What else is going on? So that is now off the board as a expiration today. Enovix, are they up today? I don't think so. The 1050 call. Hey, they are up. The 1050 call. They're currently trading at 937. 1050 call. Let's see what the math would be rolling this out 2 weeks. Let's just go straight to the 2-weeker. Whoa. Go back. 2 weeks out, 1050. It put me, well, it's such a volatile stock. Let's do here. So 250. This is where you see big time premium because of the volatility. So we've got $240 divided by 10,500 divided by 14 days in the trade multiplied by 365. That is nearly 60% return on your dollar bills. So let's put it on the board. Let's see what the bid and ask. Can we get a 0.24? Maybe not. Let's just put it on the board and see what happens. It'll probably won't fill right away. But didn't you just say that about the last one? Yeah, but this one isn't yet. I have confidence that it will. Whoa, did it fill or did it just automatically go to the pending board? Let's find out. It's on the pending board. So there's Enovix. Up next is Newmont. Newmont is doing what today? They're up 2%. They're threatening me. Are you threatening me? You're threatening me at 43.70, 43.71. So you can see this was the cost of our option at 10 a.m. would be 16 cents per share to close. We have 1,000 shares. It's come down to 9 cents because time keeps on slipping. Oh boy. I'm looking over at gold and silver and it's taken a plunge, which, just to say, I'm expecting that. Not necessarily today, but I'm definitely expecting it over the next few trading days, going into maybe even through the end of next week, taking a little bit of a pullback in gold and silver, which will be nice because I have this big list of stocks, gold and silver miners that I want to load up on. And that should then be the setup for the big move. Wait, hasn't it already had a big move? It has, but we're talking about blow your wig off type move. So we'll keep an eye on Newmont. I'd rather just let it expire at full profit. Well, hold on. Let me think that through again. Do you want to roll the dice? If you think it's going down, yeah, I'm just going to let it ride for now. I'll keep an eye on it. If it gets to 44, I'll definitely roll it because I don't want to lose my Newmont shares. But I think we'll close today under 44, but I may be biting my nails to the very end. So our total should be down a lot. It's down from, where were we? What did we write down? All-timer, 2.108, and we've already gone down 5,000 during this video, and it'll probably go down some more. Just like it did this morning, we were at the gym. When I first opened the Robinhood app, I literally buckled, like my knees gave out. And Stacy's like, what? I'm like, no, don't you worry about it. She goes, no, show me. So I showed her and I said, well, look, but it was right around here. I go, but that's pre-market. It will go down at the open and then it'll V back up. And like they say about the blind squirrel, it's exactly what happened. So I see the same thing going on here. This could be already the top. And then it was like a quick top, a local top, and then a pullback. So we could see some more pullback today, but I think we'll see some more down and then another V up. But over the next few trading days, we should be on a pullback on the precious metals. We will see, right? So what else we have? Okay, so that just filled. Enovix filled. Let's see what we got. We got our number, I would imagine, if it filled. So we did collect $240. Enovix, bear with me. 1050 calls. 10 of them, 531 expiration. $240 in the pocket. Okay, so those are off the board. Newmont's still there. PBF, we talked about them. I put on the trade a little early because as soon as I put the trade on last week, PBF just kept plummeting. So right now, though, we've made our way back. And as we predicted, we should be just fine on that trade, and we are. So currently, PBF is up almost 3% today to 50.57. So our $49 puts are doing good, but just for fun, we'll go ahead and close them out in case things, turn around on us. Got 10 contracts to close. Why does that say 10? That's not, I don't know then. This says we got a penny to close it. This says the bid is between 0 and 10. We'll put 1 on the board, and it says update to 5. I refuse, said Uhtred of Bebemba. So I refuse to pay that. Sorry, because I'll take the shares at 49, worst case scenario, and I don't want to pay $50. You're cheap as. Yeah, you can be. I could be very cheap. Okay, we'll go back to that. We'll keep watching it today. That one should fill at probably, I'd say, early afternoon. That one will fill if I want to take those off the board. But if PBF keeps riding high, then there'll be really no reason to do so. That is it for this week's, but you can see what next week's are already telling me because gold and silver is running. All of those trades, all those covered calls are way down in their whiskey. Now, if the thesis plays out and gold and silver goes down, then they're going to make me look like a genius, especially when we load up on all of those gold and silver miners right before the big boom. But I did, so those trades, I don't think I showed you those, but let me refuse it. Hold on. Ladies texted me. Hold on 1 second. So she is currently pulling a fast one on me. She's changing out the closets. Okay, so right now in the master bedroom, we have a regular, like a double door closet. It's a little deeper than a regular double door closet in the main master bedroom. Through the bathroom, through the master bath, there's a walk-in closet. That's it's not huge, but it's decent size. She's always had the double door closet plus half of the walk-in closet. And I've had, really, it's gone less and less than half over the years. So now she's moving me completely out of the walk-in closet, taking her stuff out of the double, and then taking over the walk-in, and I get the double. So I was like using bolt cutters we were rearranging some of the racks, cutting them down, reinstalling them. Of course, I wasn't supposed to be involved, but she loves to drag me into those. So she's pulling a fast one on me right now, taking over that closet, which that's fine. I wear 3 things, as you've noticed. But what's funny about the 3 things I wear, like these black t-shirts, I probably have 20 of them. If you see me wear gray sweatshirts, I have at least a dozen. I wear my favorite Purdue sweatshirt. I actually have 2 of those, the exact same kind. And I have 2 of these. And I have 2. It's the same Eddie Bauer, but it's gray. And I have 2 of those. I know it's crazy, but that's how I like it. That's how I like it. Where were we? Let's go to the trading board because I wanted to show you. So that was Wednesday. On Wednesday, we rolled the AGQs, which is the 2-time silver bull. We had $40, 30 contracts to 621. It's a monthly, collected 3208. GLD gold ETF collected 950. SLV silver ETF collected 1380. And then GDX, we rolled from 36 to 3650. I think that's probably the one I feel the safest in because they're really, Newmont and GDX, I think, are really showing that they're set up to have a little bit of a pullback before the big bounce to the north side, to the moon. So I collected 550 with that. So it's $6,088 in my pocket. Nothing wrong with that. But also I put together this because if you remember, it was last Friday when I spent the money on oil. I had a video that was titled, just spent $135,920 on oil. I ended up throwing another almost 50 grand into it for a total of 184,290. And then over the week, our thesis has begun to play out. So PBF is oil company, PBF Energy. I paid $98,110 for the shares. They're currently at 101,160. Sold that put, collected $850. Vermilion Energy, 23,960, currently at 24,140. And then UCO, which is a 2 times bull on USO oil ETF, 62,220 we paid, currently at 63,730, which is we paid 184,290 total for our purchases last Friday. Currently they're at 189,880, $5,590 up on that move. So far, we looked silly early because they all went down, and now we're starting to look like the blind squirrel finding that nut. So I got that going for me. Back to the board. So right now I'm going to sit. I heard this on a podcast, and I've been using it ever since in my mind, which is be right and sit tight. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. And what I'll do is, if all of gold and silver does what I believe the charts are saying they'll do, which is over the next few trading days into the end of next week, we should have a healthy pullback, not a sizable, but healthy, meaning it's going to give us more upside. It could just blast right through into the third leg of, because I think gold has already done the third leg. So I think we need a fourth down and then the fifth up. And then silver, I think, still is in the one. We're talking about Elliott wave theory. Where was our map? We still have this up. So I think we're still in the one, and it means this blue parentheses one here, okay? 5 up to get there. And then we should have a corrective ABC down for wave 2. A, B, C. Now, if we're showing signs that that's exactly what's going on, this is called a corrective diagonal. It's a corrective pullback, which then sets up a bigger wave. I think silver still has the third wave to go through, and I think gold is at the top of the third, needs to go down to the fourth before making that final push to the fifth, which is higher and higher. Yeah. Can you give me 10 minutes? Oh, you know what that means. Carry heavy stuff, cut things. So I need to go help with the closet exchange. That is what we're looking at right now. So I've got my eye on gold and silver miners, ETFs, etc., looking for that pullback, and then I'm going to be pushing in pretty much all in. Did you just say that? It gave you a little bit of chills. It did. It really did. That's where we're at. Do not follow any of these trades. I will be posting that spreadsheet of the miners that I'm following, looking to get entry in all of them to spread out the risk over the next couple of weeks, and then watching this thing ride to the moon, probably through the rest of this year and into half or all of next year as well, should be the gold and silver bull run. Thanks for checking in. Have a wonderful weekend. Have great dinner plans tonight with some friends. I'm excited about that. Oh, the girls, they were actually at the gym when we were, so it's fun to see them. It's comforting to know they're all around, the Fab Five. Although Mr. Cool Kid 3 has been daily driving the 1991 Mustang GT convertible to school. And then yesterday when I was going to get the mail, I noticed the fog light cover on the passenger side, the glass cover of the fog light is missing. And he had no idea where it went. So I don't know. Was he driving and it just bobbled out? Because it probably hasn't been tightened since 1991. So I need to find a replacement for that. But other than that, these kids, don't tell them I told you this, but it's wonderful to have them all around. Have a wonderful weekend. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next video.